Okay, hi, my name is Sven and I head up product for Funnel. In this video, I'll show you how you can use your connection names to build a market dimension in Funnel. So essentially, I'll show you how you can segment your data by market by using the names of your connections. All right, let's go. So here I am in Funnel, in my Funnel account, looking at all the advertising accounts connected. I'm in the ad accounts view under configuration. As you can see, there are quite a few ad accounts connected. A couple from AdRoll, AdWords, Bing, Criteo, and so on. And if you look closely, you can see that the name of these ad accounts all share a common trait. They end with a country code. So DE for Germany, FR for France, UK for the UK, and US for the US, obviously. The same goes for Google Analytics. So if we look at what GA views are connected to this funnel account, they also always end with the country code, UK, US, Germany, and France. And you can use this information to create segments of your data. So let's jump into dimensions and create our first custom dimension using this info. So I'll hit new dimension. I'll call this one market because I'm going to create market segments. And I'll create a couple of common rules because I want rules that apply to all my data regardless of what kind it is. So regardless of where it comes from, I want this rule to apply. This is the opposite of specific rules, which lets you create rules specific to a certain connection type, such as AdRoll in this case, or AdWords, or Bing, and so on. But I'm creating common rules, and the first one will look like this. When connection name, so again, that's the name of my ad accounts or my GA views. When connection name ends with US, then market is set to, let's call it US as well. Good. So that will take all the data from those ad accounts that end with US and the GA view that ends with US and group it under the label US for the dimension market. And I'll show in just a few seconds how that will look. But before I do that, we'll need to create 3 more rules for the other markets. So when connection name ends with UK, then market is set to UK. And when connection name ends with FR, then connection name is set to, then market is set to FR. And lastly, when it ends with DE, then the value should be DE for Germany. Super. I'll save that. I'll head to the Data Explorer. It'll prompt me to reload because it recognizes that I've changed my configuration, in this case by adding a new custom dimension. Good, there we are. So by default, if you've never been to this view before, it'll show you your connections as the dimension in this table, right? So as you can see, the left column says connection and it lists all my connections. So that's how it looks. But we have created a custom dimension called market that groups all this data into 4 rows, 1 for each market. So I'll change this. I'll hit select dimensions. I'll remove the connection one, like that, and add market instead, which is my newly added custom dimension. I'll hit use this. Funnel will reload the table and show me the same data, but this time grouped by market. So that's that. Now that I have my market dimension, it'll be available to use throughout Funnel. So obviously the Data Explorer, but also in when creating dashboards and reports as well, of course. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or feedback, please let us know. And thank you for watching.